Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Breaking Bad. Last time on Breaking Bad, what all happened? Let's see. Walt and Jesse talked about how Jesse had to handle the situation with the two people that robbed him. And Walt took the opportunity to spread the word about Jesse Pinkman. How, you really shouldn't mess with him because he might crush your head with an ATM machine, which is still ridiculous, but yeah, and let's see. Meanwhile, was last episode the one? I think Skylar got a job. Yeah, I think that was last episode. Yeah, it totally was. Skylar got a job, her old job actually, and maybe there's something between her and her new boss. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading way too much into it, but we'll see. And meanwhile, Hank was in El Paso, where he was quickly realizing that he doesn't exactly fit in. El Paso is a lot different from Albuquerque, and he's been having some troubles because he doesn't speak Spanish, which is a hindrance in El Paso. And he tried doing his normal shtick to Danny Trejo, and Danny Trejo wasn't taking it. Naturally, he's Danny Trejo anyway. But then at the end, they found Danny Trejo's severed head, on the back of a turtle, and then it exploded. I guess that was it. It was a very interesting 3 minutes at the end there. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. And with that being said, we might as well get right into this episode of Breaking Bad. Here we go.
You selling?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's cool.
Huh.
I just want to get high.
A flower van. You know what you should do? Is a garbage truck. Seriously, and I don't mean to disrespect, but if you put a bunch of cops in the back of a garbage truck, there's no way I'm seriously thinking that there's cops in the back of a garbage truck.
My gosh, I hope a garbage truck just drives up.
Okay then, 175 for a team.
Whoa.
Price is the price, yo.
Yeah.
All right.
I bet he's a cop. Please tell me he's a cop.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thanks, man.
God, please tell me he's a cop.
Albuquerque police, you're under arrest. Get on the ground.
Oh.
Get on your stomach.
Brilliant.
On your stomach. Get on the ground.
Oh.
Hold it right there. Don't move. Stay down.
Wow, he was a cop and you gave them pointers. Oh, that was awesome. Just that, whoa, bam! And it's like, whoa, jeez. Man. That guy, he definitely passed as a skinny guy that just want drugs.
You are under arrest.
I'd better call Saul.
Better call Saul.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights?
Oh, shitty green
Constitution
screen.
says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country...
The TV finally came on.
And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque! Better call Saul.
Oh, but they're busy. They didn't watch the ad. Yeah, look at how busy they are.
I need to talk to you.
Hey, Marie. It's me. What's up?
Interesting. So the two of them are
got
going to
home
talk.
and found him. He didn't even tell me he was coming.
The man was killed.
The federale, right in front of him.
Oh.
Agents won't.
You and me don't have much of what you might call an experiential overlap.
Oh.
What if I told you we do? It's that fear. That's the worst of it. That's the real enemy. So, get up. Get out in the real world. And you kick that bastard as hard as you can, right in the teeth.
All right. Interesting advice. Yeah. You know what? I mean, think about it. He was screwed up after Tuco.
You like Badger or Brandon?
I like people who don't, like, abuse the Constitution.
Badger, listen.
Abuse the Constitution.
Trying to help you here, man.
Look at this skinny motherfucker. This dude's a cop.
What are you doing, detective? What are you doing talking to my client without me present? You sneaky Pete? Which is which? What did the Academy hire you right out of the womb? You guys get younger every... What'd you say to Babyface, huh? Didn't you say anything stupid? By anything stupid, I mean anything at all. Well, look at you, mouth open, vocal cords of Twitter. We'll talk about it later. Right now, you out. 10 minutes ago.
It's a lawyer.
Go on. Gentlemen, I sense you're discussing my client. Anything you care to share with me?
Sure, your commercials, they suck ass.
Tuh.
She better act in an epileptic whorehouse.
Is that like the one your mom works at? Is she still offering the 2-for-1 discount?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Someone who can hit back.
Sooner or later, this is gonna happen.
We're getting a
You want your
lawyer.
Exponential growth. Guys are gonna get busted. Simple as that.
So how about we get him a real attorney? Man, what the hell is this? This is who he hires?
What? You kidding me? This is the guy you want. This is the guy I'd hire.
Oh, that's the
I'll-
guy you'd hire.
Yeah, that's
Remember,
comforting.
Romeo?
I don't need them seeing my face.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need them seeing my face.
We'll flip for it.
Wear a mask.
Heads.
Oh, this place sucks. He is wearing a hat. Not his hat, though.
Mr. Mayhew?
Please. Hello.
Man,
It's all
he's got
good,
the
man.
friggin' Constitution on his walls. Look at that.
So it's a shame that we have to meet under these circumstances.
He literally, his office is a TV set.
Mayhew. Is that Irish or English?
Irish.
Faith and Begora, a fellow potato eater.
Tuh.
My real name's McGill. Yeah, the Jew thing I just do for the homeboys. They all want a pipe-hitting member of the tribe, so to speak.
Damn.
Okay? I'm gonna set your nephew straight, get him singing like a canary. All's right with the world.
$10,000.
Who?
What, dude wouldn't take a bribe? That dude in there.
Huh.
Saul Goodman we're talking about.
Morally outraged, he said. Threatened to call the police.
Really?
Badger's gonna spill?
Oh. Oh, God. They're going in.
Just tell me what you... No offense, guys, but I don't take bribes from strangers. You know, better safe than sorry. That's my motto.
Tuh.
But I'll take your money, sure.
Ah, that offer's expired, Joe.
Oh, it was kind of low anyways, but okay.
Kinda
okay,
low.
I'll take it.
Fucking
Just tell
Saul.
me what you need, all right? Why don't you just kill Badger?
Tuh.
I mean, follow me, guys, but mosquitoes buzzing around you, bite you on the ass. You don't go gunning for the mosquito's attorney. You go grab a fly swatter, I mean, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, all due respect, do I have to spell this out for you? What?
Ah, shit. That's gonna identify him.
Mr. Mayhew? All right, I'm gonna stand up, all right? Because I got bad knees. That's better.
This is a very weird situation.
Okay, now listen, the three of us, you want attorney-client privilege, don't you? So that everything you say is strictly between us.
Huh.
I mean it. Put $1 in my pocket. Come on, make it official.
Gotta pay him.
Come on, do it.
Just $1.
All right, now you, ski bum. Come on. Give with the dollar.
Go on.
Be smart.
What?
They're just hiring a lawyer in the dumbest way.
1984, armed robbery. 1987, 1992,
Oh.
you get the idea, and here
They're-
he is today, better known as Jimmy In and Out. City,
They're locking
state,
a different
federal,
guy
he
away.
spent 44 of the last. He's actually more comfortable inside. The outside world hasn't been too kind to him. Sometime during the Clinton administration, Jimmy figured out how he could use his talents to turn a profit.
Wow. So pay him to be Heisenberg.
Secondly, he gets 30. 50 goes to me.
You get 50 for what?
For facilitating.
For-
Who's taking a bigger risk? He likes
For being a
prison.
lawyer.
You did bring the cash, didn't you? Look, if this option is too expensive, you can still always badger in the chow line. Conscience gets expensive, doesn't it?
Tuh. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let me see. Who the hell is that?
That's not Jimmy. It's another bald guy.
Heisenberg, I presume.
Get out. Go stop him.
The DA is right there. They see me. We're screwed.
Get out. I'll do something.
Let you go.
Probably drive in front or something.
Hank, I thought that was you. Oh, hey,
Schrader,
Steve,
I'm blocked.
how are you?
How you doing? Are you feeling okay?
Schrader, I'm blocked.
Son of a bitch.
We're working, okay? So you gotta get out of here.
Work?
Schrader,
Oh, you mean
we're
like
missing it.
DEA working?
Schrader.
Something going down?
Oh my god. Oh, that's so horrible.
Wrong guy, other bitch.
I'll leave you alone.
We'll talk later. Just go.
Where'd he go? Where the hell did he go? Oh, wait.
There you go.
Go freeze! Hey, right there! Don't move! Keep the hands there. Let's go.
Jesus. That was a little tense. Fucking Walt having to play the moron. Fucking, what's with this door?
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Does he buy it? I wonder if he buys it. Did Jane buy a mattress? Oof. Damn. Am I gonna take the plastic off? Well, maybe that's for the best. It probably doesn't have a sheet.
I was terrible at chemistry. I'm more of a humanities guy.
How did you find me?
We should talk about that. It should be much, much harder for people to track you down.
Yeah.
My PI charged me for 3 hours, so I seriously doubt it took him more than one.
Wow.
So if you want to make more money and keep the money that you make, better call Saul.
Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty. And that's the end of the episode. And the introduction to our new lawyer friend. Okay. I wrote down quite a few notes actually for this one. Probably a bit more than I normally do. Great episode. Really great episode. Now, okay, we should be honest with ourselves. Because, this show has been out for a while. I don't know, any plot details, really. But I do know there is a spin-off show called Better Call Saul. So when I saw this crop up, when I saw this episode pop up here on Netflix, I kind of had... Well, I don't know. I kind of maybe not knew what this was about, but I had a suspicion of what this was. So yeah, this is the introduction of Saul Goodman, our new lawyer for Walt and Jesse. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, I like it. I like him. He definitely adds a new dynamic to the group, and it shows, I guess more of a progression of Walt and Jesse into, doing shit, Because we haven't, because this season, we started with Tuco, and then we had the aftermath of Tuco, and then we had the whole, getting robbed by those two druggies, and then the aftermath of that. Now we have getting a bit more into this with Saul, which is interesting. So, which I'm glad for. I'm glad that we're getting more, basically. We're really getting into it. We're really starting to become, these big drug lords. And I definitely feel like at the end there, Hank is unsure about. Hank is definitely unsure about if they really caught Heisenberg. I don't think he's convinced that really was Heisenberg. So that's interesting. So yeah, let's see. I guess we can go ahead and pop right into the notes here. The first thing I wrote down was the Sail and Badger. I really like that opening scene with the guy and Badger, trying to make a deal or not, and I like that it's like, okay, well, Badger was thinking, okay, this guy was sent in, with a wire and stuff like that, and it's like, maybe he's a cop, maybe, and it's like, but it goes around to, well, it's like, okay, well, he's not wearing a wire, he's not wearing a wire, and Badger is starting to trust him, and then when it's like, okay, there you go, there's your meth, that'll be, $170 or whatever, then the guy just gets the gun off of his ankle and it's just like, all right, bam, and because every cop around there can see that he's doing that, that is the cue to go there. They don't need to be listening in, So, so I like that. I thought that was funny. And just the fact that, it's this long scene. Like, how long was that scene? It went on for a while. 4 minutes. That was 4 minutes of that scene. And it was all just a complete, one shot. One shot, one take, pretty much. Well, I don't know. They probably had multiple takes, but it was all one shot, no cuts, no nothing. Like, that was pretty fun, So, I did like that. This show really has great cold opens, I feel like. The next thing I wrote down was Jane, actually. So, continuing on from last episode, Jane and Jesse did bang. And it was interesting. We got a bit more about her, that she's 18 months sober, which is pretty cool. So she doesn't really like, Jesse sort of trying to get her back into it, even though he doesn't know that he's, he doesn't really know what he's doing. He just like, hey, why don't we just smoke a little? And then she says, no, I really shouldn't. And he's okay with that, And then at the end, we did get, so he ordered the bed, I guess. I don't know. From like the way he looked at it, it kind of looked like she ordered it. She actually got a bed for him, and then he just topples this fucking king size mattress, and it's just, all right, they're going down. There they go. Which I also thought, like, man, they're not even taking the plastic off or anything yet. It's like, but I will say, it does kind of, I don't know, I guess makes sense, because they don't have a sheet or something. It's like, do you really want to, like, bang just on the mattress itself? I don't know. I don't know. Why we're talking about mattresses, not the point. So we do have a thriving relationship, I suppose, between Jesse and Jane, which is nice. I wrote down Hank. So Hank, he got sent home. He got sent home after what happened. And which I do agree is kind of odd that he was sent home. But at the same time, all we know is that he says he was sent home. It is more than likely because, he didn't call or anything to say he was coming home. It is possible that he just went home, but he went home, and he's definitely affected by, he was affected by Tuco. He was affected by what happened with Tuco, so it makes sense that what happened with Tortoise. Was that his name, Tortoise? Yeah, I think so. Tortuga. So the translation is tortoise, which he explained. So yeah, Tortuga. So it makes sense that after what happened there, and there was a severed head, there were explosions, people died, people lost limbs. Yeah, it makes sense that he'd be kind of screwed up after that. And I like the talk between him and Hank, or not him and Hank, he is Hank. Him and Walt, excuse me. Him and Walt about this sort of thing, and Walt saying, like, maybe I think we do actually have some experience in common, which I think that is sort of a tip off to Hank. So it would be interesting if Walt comes into conflict with Hank. I don't know. We'll see. I will also say, though, with Hank, it is interesting that once he got back to work, he was fine for the rest of the episode. Like, he was struggling a little bit, like, in the elevator, but then once he got out, he was fine, actually, Like, he went back into work like nothing had happened, which is interesting, actually, that, just going back to work in Albuquerque, it is kind of what he needed. I guess it kind of got his mind off of it, funny enough. So he was able to just slip back in, and he had his crew there, and so it all worked out there. Let's see. And I wrote down Saul Goodman, who is actually Irish, but he puts on the Jewish for some of the people there. Very interesting. That is a funny line. Let's see. So yeah, Saul Goodman, our new lawyer. Very interesting because it's, they start off the episode with his commercial, which, now that I think about it, hold on. So he does that commercial, and it looks like he's in a terrible green screen. But then, well, I guess part of it he is in a terrible green screen, and then the other part is in his actual office, his ridiculous TV set office with this, like, Roman architecture in this one wall, this curved, like, Roman wall with columns, and, like, the Constitution plastering his walls with, like, portholes, basically, porthole windows, lining the top. It's like, what kind of, like, I see this is where he spent all his money, and he's, like, in, I don't even know, like, what to call, like, the location, that his office is in, I mean, he doesn't show up until, like, 20 minutes in, and yet he completely, like, overtakes the entire episode. So yeah, very interesting, and a very interesting character, too. I really do like just his personality. I think it's a lot of fun. And I do actually like, this is so ridiculous, I actually like that, okay, here in the description, the episode description on Netflix, it calls Saul a shady lawyer, but I like that as, yeah, admittedly kind of shady as he is, he won't take a bribe, at least not straight out. He won't take a bribe straight out at first, you know. So that was funny. You know, it said, it was against his moral code. And it's like, and even Jesse is like, really? That guy has a moral code? So I thought that was really funny. Let's see. I wrote down negotiate. I thought that was interesting. So, well, first off, we had the two of them take him to just like the middle of nowhere and threaten to kill him. I love to, because the two of them don't know what the hell they're doing, you know? Walt and Jesse are still, you know, figuring things out as they go along, and every time they try to do something, like, everyone can see the cracks, basically, in what they're doing. So, you know, when they're doing all this, you know, to Saul, and he's just like, why don't you just kill Badger? And he just kind of looks at them and is like, well, the thought never crossed your mind? It's like, yeah, that it wouldn't cross their mind because they don't want to kill anyone. So I like that at that point, then he starts helping them. It's like, okay, you guys don't know what you're doing. Let me help you. I'm a lawyer, you know? So I thought that was funny. Just that whole scene of them trying to be intimidating and him just sort of being like, okay. I thought that was very funny and real good. Yeah, I wrote down negotiate. Yeah, I guess that was it. I wrote down different. So they sent in a different guy. So Badger gave a description of Heisenberg, and then they found a guy who actually likes to be in jail and who matches that description, and he became Heisenberg. Which at first I was thinking like, okay, are they just gonna throw some other guy under the bus? And it's like, no, they're actually hiring a guy who wants to go back to prison. Very interesting. And so he makes money off of going to prison for people. Very interesting. Which again, you know, the fact that Saul knows about this guy, but he wouldn't take the bribe. Like, come on, man. So I thought that was funny. I wrote down expenses. You know, when they're talking about, you know, how much it would cost for, you know, to do this sort of switch and create this fake Heisenberg. You know, he's like, all right, 80,000 and 1 pound of your best meth. You know, and it's like 30,000 to the guy, 50,000 to me for doing all this, you know, for being your lawyer. And I like his line too, you know, oh, your conscience it's getting a little expensive, isn't it? So yeah, I thought that was really funny. He had so many great lines in this episode, so it'll be very interesting to have more of him throughout the show, hopefully. I wrote down switch, the switcheroo. Well, not even just that, not just the switch of, you know, swapping Heisenbergs, but then getting Badger to the other bench with the other, you know, with the correct bald man. I thought that was funny. And Walt, I will say, he is good at improvising, you know? Walt is really good at improvising. And I like that, just him being like, all right, Jesse, you go out. And then he goes, and then it's just like, oh, Hank, is that you? I thought that was funny. And, you know, just trying to, you know, he's stalling as much as he can for Jesse to go over and be like, go over there, and then walk away. And then he gets out, and Hank and everyone's getting pissed off. So I thought that was really funny. And then yeah, so yeah, that was funny. By the way, we can say that that cop that was introduced in this episode, you know, I kept saying, it's like, man, this guy can pass for a skinny druggie, you know? And I like that even Saul comments on that. It's like, good Lord, look how young you are, you know? Why don't you go, you know, get the rules from your kindergarten teacher and stuff. So I thought that was funny. Again, just anything Saul said was hilarious. And then I wrote down find. So Saul hired a PI to find Walt, and he paid for 3 hours of work. So most likely his PI only took 1 hour. I thought that's also funny. And then, so yeah, it's like, if it's that easy for Saul to find Walt, the cops are sure to find him at some point too. So now we have ourselves a lawyer who is going to help us, you know. And I love him saying, you know, all drug lords need lawyers, you know, especially lawyers, you know, you need us. So I thought that was funny. Just lawyers in general are just interesting, you know, because, you know, they're all, you know, working within the law, but then you get lawyers like this, and it's just like, what are you, you know? And especially with his personality and everything, it's just so interesting, you know? So I really enjoyed that. I am excited to get more of Saul Goodman in this show. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's all I wrote down. Good episode, and I'm excited to see where we are going next time. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Breaking Bad reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.